Barpa comes from a Jajabarang name, which means to build, and I think that's an appropriate Indigenous language name, which reflects the sort of work that Barpa is involved in, which is construction.
The Federation is made up of 7 traditional owner corporations, and we come together, we have 3 main pillars: advocacy, caring for country and economic development. Barpa was the Federation's first ever joint venture.
Barpa is a majority Indigenous owned construction company formed in 2014 between the Federation of Victorian Traditional Owner Corporations and ICON. Growing up in an Aboriginal community, I've seen the struggles that my people have had. We're very lucky to find a partner that understood the vision of the Federation, of what it wanted to do, about empowering Indigenous people, about creating opportunity, about creating jobs. We embed those commitments right throughout our business through our employment targets, training up Indigenous people for a career in construction, supporting other Indigenous businesses, Indigenous community groups, sporting groups, strengthening country and culture, and advocating for the rights of Aboriginal people. Empowerment through employment and opportunity is one that I really support and have worked a lot of my life to try to achieve, and I see Barpa as being a perfect vehicle for that to happen.
We've gone from completing our first project, a $40,000 job for the Department of Finance, to creating and building more complex projects. We've constructed significant projects in remote Australia. We also work in capital cities, and wherever we go, we try and engage with Indigenous contractors, suppliers, and certainly the Indigenous traditional owners of the lands which we work upon.
The complexity of the work they've undertaken in some very remote places is absolutely incredible. And the more and more I look at Barpa, the more and more I become so proud that we've got an association with them at ICON. I think the thing that I'm most proud of what they've been able to do in the last 5 years is Indigenous engagement. They've got $150 million worth of contracts. They've worked in every state and territory. It is the most amazing story, and it's something that everybody in Barpa should be proud of.
I joined Barpa for opportunities. I see it as a growing business, exciting times. We've got a really good team here, you know, really good bunch of girls and guys. There's a strong push to try and engage as many Indigenous companies as we can and individuals. They really try and promote it, not pay lip service to it.
The thing I enjoy most would be being on site every day and being involved with all the different trades. I work with a great team.
The people, you know, there's lots of different jobs, but the people really make the workplace.
The dynamics of the team, we gel together. We're not a huge team. There's only 10 of us up here at the moment, and it's always a great camaraderie on site.
Probably the comradeship within Barpa itself. You can always talk to someone, whether it's one of the executives or higher guys or down below. It's always a really good place to work.
Working with a group of highly motivated people towards a common goal, and the coaching and mentorship that's available.
For me, working for a majority-owned Indigenous construction company offers me opportunities to work with Indigenous people, learn about their cultures, things that have happened in the past and things we can do to collaboratively work together in the future.
I've always liked to work with Indigenous companies and also trying to put back into Indigenous communities. And so yeah, it's always good to put back into your people.
I've worked in the past for large organisations where somewhat you can feel lost. As an Indigenous person myself, I'm proud to be working for an Indigenous organisation.
Barpa's strength is definitely diversity, which is very important. It's bringing something different to the marketplace in the construction industry. It's good to know that you're coming to work every day, working for a company that is socially aware.
I'm a Yorta Yorta and Wiradjuri man.
Construction is becoming a huge thing within Indigenous community, and it's good to be part of a company that's only just established to be the forefront of that. Really, I owe it a lot to Barpa and helping me with university and experience. A lot of students in my classes and all that sort of stuff don't have the opportunity to have an undergrad position at a construction company, so they provide me with a job and experience which you can't buy.
My mob's from Melbourne Victoria, which is Wurundjeri. The way Barpa supported me was with my family. I've got a young family and they supported me every step of the way with whatever I needed to make sure that I got the best for my family and they got the best out of me for when I was at work. So I thank Barpa for that, and Barpa's taught me a lot of life skills that I have today that I can teach to the younger guys coming forward, and I feel that's a very important role.
Barpa offers a mentorship program where every employee is offered and supplied a mentor. My current mentor is the General Manager for Barpa, which is great because having an informal relationship outside of work helps break down the barriers of a General Manager position, helps instill belief that I can one day be a General Manager myself.
I believe Barpa's closing the gap by giving young Indigenous people career opportunities to work within the business. They're very good at supporting sporting groups, supporting communities.
It's not just profit driven. You'll win a job and part of that profit goes back to the community and helping people. So I think that's something really nice to know that you're contributing to.
The opportunity that Barpa provides for the Indigenous community to help educate non-Indigenous people in their plight, in their history, their culture. The future for Barpa I see as very, very positive, and we've got a dynamic workforce that is ready to help.
Closing the gap is a very, very long process, but I think Barpa's doing every bit that they can to achieve that in the construction industry.
I see the future for Barpa as endless, especially up here, Northern Territory, Darwin. Great culture, great team, great deliverables.
We've secured significant opportunities through the federal government, and now we are working through pre-qualifications with the state and territory governments to continue to grow the market and the opportunities that we have for Barpa and Indigenous Australians.
Barpa will have a strong retention rate amongst its staff, and it will also offer a lot of opportunities for staff to travel around Australia and work in some remote locations. We will continue to provide support, sponsorship and assistance for communities.
You can see that growth occurring, the value of projects going up, and obviously engaging with more Indigenous subcontractors and growing our staff base of currently 65% Indigenous employees. Hopefully that'll grow as the company grows.
The community engagement that they have and the promises that they have, they've actually succeeded in those promises. We're going to keep on striving for bigger and better things and improving our young people and giving them qualifications to be able to succeed in their lives. The community knows who Barpa is and what Barpa do for our people, and that just makes me very proud to be a part of that.